about education, conservation, and pumping these animals into people's lives so that they can experience the joy that we experience every day when we wake up.
So Storm Cloud is a triple visual between sable, Azantic, and anaconda.
Is this in a lot of collections?
Good morning, guys. Welcome to another video here at Colubrids. It is day number 2, Sunday, at the Daytona National Reptile Breeders Expo. Yesterday on Saturday, I recorded the big room. There's 2 rooms. And now on Sunday, I'm going back to record the smaller room. A lot of channels show the particular animals that they're into. With my channel, I like to show what I like, plus everything else. So there's a little bit for everyone. There's a lot of reptiles at this show. And I stopped to talk to friends and vendors, so it's hard to get it all in one day. Now, I just came to get some coffee, and I want to make a toast for me, for you, and for everybody at the show. Here's to all of us. So there's so many amazing animals at this show, at a lot of these shows, and if you like to see more, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. It promotes the videos, and you get to see some amazing animals. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it is. So where's the big bass?
Trying to talk to you. No, we watch some fishing videos too, and that's relaxed and things going on. Those dudes, the big fishing guys that do the charters out.
Do they have them out of Sarasota much, or not good ones?
Not really. Sarasota's kind of finicky. There's a lot of people that go there, but usually they go there to enjoy the city. It's not really about like the charter captain that jumped on the kid's boat. He was a 17-year-old kid. He was out on his own with his twin brother, and it was just pulled up. He had a full client, everybody. He had a full boat of clients.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's like tarpon season too. You'll literally see 250 boats just all like 5-10 feet apart from each other, and they're yelling at each other. Why are you so close to me?
One of my favorites.
Oh, they are. They're awesome. You can basically cook them all if you wanted to too. You just lemon and pepper. Mangrove, hog snapper bite is really good. And then basically FWC they put a 15-day limit. The first voyage in like 6 months.
That's awesome.
It's been a while. But I've been keeping her cleaned up, pressure washing.
He's pretty chill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a boy, right? Male?
Yeah, big male. That'll always give you a good shot.
Yeah. Which one is this again, you said?
This is an ultra male out of my Ghost Coral line, and he is a Tessera, and he's also motley.
Okay.
So all those characteristics combined. But I found out 2 years ago I had ultramel in that genome, in that group of breeders, and it duplicates. It duplicates in snow. This is a snow coral salmon,
It looks like you're
and
cooking.
it's also a motley, but they get this orange wash. You're starting to see it, but you'll see it for sure when it matures. And I actually have a photo to prove what I'm saying on this male. This is him a year ago. He had more contrast, he had very light sides, and that orange wasn't so pronounced.
Wait,
I could
that's
see it.
this one?
That's him a year ago.
Oh, it doesn't even look like the
so
same.
it does change. They gradually, ultramel influences, but you don't always see it so much in a baby. It's
Okay.
one of those things that blossoms.
Gotcha.
And this is just that faded pink and purple snake. That's the grandparents of that line. There's Tessera in there.
I
and
love
all
that frosting in there. With
Yeah,
the pink.
exactly. And they get that oaky look. That's why I like that so much and wanted to work with that. This is my new cover on my album. That's the best female I've ever hatched. I'm sure it's pretty similar. I know it's related to the one you had in your video previously.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
But she has absolutely symmetrical patterns, super good black, great color.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like the culmination of 35 years. And she's going into hibernation. She's going to breed.
I wanted to ask you, how many years have you actually been breeding corn snakes?
I have had corn snakes hatching since 1979.
Oh, I wasn't even born yet.
Still in school, and I hatched my first clutch in September because I got a little book published in Britain, and and I read it, and I had separated the females, and I wanted to save up and buy the book because I was still a kid, and I read it, and I go, oh, well, it just says wait for the spring, but they're already apart. I'll put them back together. Well, they bred right away. So that's going back 45 years. I've done Okeetees, which I'm known for, of course, for about 35 years.
Yeah.
And that's because, you know, back in the 90s, that was a big deal. I was into gray bands in the 80s, but I love corns because they come beautiful the way they are in the wild. And the Okeetee was like the pinnacle of the wild-caught corns. It started. But then as time has gone on, I had so many people request morphs, and especially in Europe.
Yeah.
People started asking me, hey, where are your Okeetee morphs? So I started doing that a long time ago, and you can see I've got a pretty full color palette there, but it's mostly Okeetee themes. I love how Okeetees have the bold patterns. They get big, their babies are big, they eat good. So that's the theme. That's one of the reasons I wanted to make the anathoristic form, the black and silver form of Okeetee. They're more pure Okeetee than other anathoristics, and they're big babies that eat pinkies. Unlike a lot of, nothing wrong with Miami or Immokalee, you know, anathoristics, but those are lizard feeders often in the wild. Even, you know, the adults can be, but they eat rodents. But a lot of the babies, I've done this. I collected some, I bred them, and a lot of the babies wanted to be anole feeders, and that's only natural. A lot of Miami corns are like that because down there they certainly eat anoles their whole lives. It's rare to find a huge corn in Miami. You want a pinky feeder, a strong feeder, and I like big, robust animals. And what's wrong with an animal that looks like that South Florida look, only bigger blotches, you know, nice pattern and size. If you look here in the album, this is a shot of my grandson and my son. That's the first one I hatched, and she's a 5-foot snake.
Wow.
So here's an adult here. She's about a 3.5 foot snake. But that's what you'll see and get in the baby, in the line. It's a very static look, and they don't have the color on there, and they have the nice clean background and black blotches. Some will show some color inside there, just another shade of gray, and you can see the borders, but most people love the fact that they're black flush like that.
I was going to ask you, when you first started, did you get any information? Like, we could go on the internet now and check, but when you started, you didn't have that, right?
Exactly. We didn't have all this technology and information so easy to find and so permanent. A lot of people had opinions, and a lot of things we figured out as we went along.
Exactly.
And we gleaned information from like friends of mine, like Craig Trumbauer and other people that were in the medical field. And I actually, you know, knew Dr. Bechtel, and he was telling me things early on when I was still in my 20s. So he explained it early on to me, which a lot of people didn't understand. So I had the benefit of knowing that man and people like that, and mentors that taught me a lot. Bill Love taught me a lot about my photography. Craig Trumbauer taught me a lot about the medical part of it, and Bechtel taught me a lot about the genetics things. He's the one who started to tell people like the Loves, hey, let's call this hypomelanistic. It's not an albino. You know, the Snows were the true albino. The albinos were amelanistic. This is hypomelanistic. So it's tending that. So those terminologies originated from that. And I got to be the kid who got to see the first one. So I was right there around some of the famous breeders before me because I was the young gun.
Okay. And after all these years, you still love doing it.
I do, and it's so much fun to talk to people. I love this show because it's so huge. People come from so far, all over the country. People in this room have known me and I've known them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like I said, I always say this, I'm humbled and honored by the way my colleagues and the public treats me. So,
Lee, it's always great talking to you. I appreciate you.
All right,
Thank you, boss.
Thank you.
So I want everyone to know Lee Abbott is my mentor. He's the one that got me into corn snakes, and I'm lucky to have the opportunity to constantly be able to talk with him. He's such a good guy, and the knowledge he has is endless.
When are they moving in, though?
All right. I love the progress. It's looking good. Yeah.
She's never touched this scale.
Look at that.
Yeah, they're really pretty. See them? I know, but you can't keep yeah, I know. Thank you.
So I'm here with Aaron from Wild Cargo. Nice to meet you. Now you were saying you have a store. Was it in West Palm Beach?
Yes, West Palm Beach, just one intersection south of Southern Boulevard, 310 South Military Trail. Pretty much everything that you see in the store has come from us. There obviously is some stuff that we don't specialize in, so we do bring in, everything that suits your fancy. And what the store specializes in is more feeders, supplies, things like that. We do rescues, but on the other hand, we still take, any type of reptile, other types of exotics, things like that. And the price does reflect that when we do take them in as a rescue. On the other hand, not everything can be rescued. There's a lot of stuff that people don't get rid of, so we do breed some of that stuff ourselves. We're located in our personal home, is personal private sanctuary for now, is located in Loxahatchee. We're on 6 acres out there, and we have everything from African porcupines to alligators. What else we got? Lemurs, a ton of snakes, ton of turtles and tortoises. I'm missing a bunch of different stuff, but to kind of give you an idea of what you can fit on 6 acres. And we're expanding, all about education, conservation, and pumping these animals into people's lives so that they can experience the joy that we experience every day when we wake up. We get our highs in different ways.
I feel like everybody's really excited about the Stranger DG clown, Xanthic clown stuff. So I brought some of that stuff out, and I brought some lace Xanthics, which is new. No, I don't think anybody's had. So yeah, a lot of that stuff.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate you letting me record.
Yeah, no problem.
How's the ball python industry been? I hear a lot of people mixing.
It's mixed, man. I see people really struggling, but then I feel like our sales have been picking up over the last 6 months. We've been moving stuff really well. I'm not stuck on inventory. I feel like if you're priced correctly and if you're producing just whatever you feel the market needs or wants, it's been moving pretty good. And again, if you produce the same stuff every year, obviously the price is going to drop every year.
Exactly.
If you're not making any upgrades or anything like that, you're going to struggle. No.
Oh, okay.
Everything's online. Well, online in 7 shows a year now.
You do any California shows, or you don't go that far?
I'm gonna fly out next year though. I need to get my ass out there. Everyone tells me how awesome it is, and it's 30,000 people through the door type shows. I will fly out, and I actually I have a buddy that has extra displays. I might just ship animals out.
Thinking of putting the snakes at sunset, but they're so busy.
Yeah, I have a new on me female. That I'm kind of, I don't know if I want to. I have high hopes that she's never been aggressive or territorial or anything. She's always been a little timid, a little shy. I'm not using this as a design.
Okay, so it's
She should have a
42.
wagon. I don't have one. I see people riding around with them, before we had them, and I'm like, those are cool. And then I look it up, and it's like $700. Yeah. But yeah, if I did get them, try to stay something or another cross if you want.
That thing is huge. Nice. You can go by. Oh yeah?
Josh, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I was scratching his butt.
Yeah, there.
Stretching his doodle.
Oh, look, this one's eating. It's funny, it's very stinky. Wow. Sipping a munch. The one in the pail.
What's this happening?
Part of me wants to get Elliot.
What?
Green mole lizards. Oh, I forgot. So it's actually brighter when you. But now I remember I lowered the setting.
I finally got him to bring him back.
Oh yeah.
And all that stuff, and I want to see what her results are because of it.
I remember you showed me last year that some of the.
Sambo, it's just not too many people bring it to light.
Yeah.
You know, there's almost as many different colors and shades and patterns as the hognose in the Sambo. I was just talking to some of the more top Sambo breeders in my book.
Yeah.
So you're alone. I'm alone. So
Like Rufus Darden is here.
If I find one, I'll come back.
Their system is like top notch. But,
Did you buy anything or not?
No, I'm trying to sell stuff, not buy stuff.
I got you. Yeah.
Gotta make money to spend money. Well, yeah.
You guys been doing a lot of shows, I see.
Oh yeah. You want to show something cool? We have storm cloud condas, which are like a little bit more blue.
Okay, I'll check it out. You good?
Look at that.
Oh wow. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it looks like a bluish hue to it.
If you look at the cheeks, you see the blue in the cheeks. Let's see if I can get him to position himself a little bit better. Try and be professional, right?
What's the genetics on this?
So this is Xanthic, Sable, and Anaconda.
Oh, wow.
There's 3 genes going on in the phenotype here.
Is this the first time you're producing these, or?
No, this is our, second or third? Third season producing the storm cloud. That's what matters. Pushing things forward.
I started small, and I've been breeding more each year.
That's the way to do it.
And I'm
Blowing
selling.
yourself up too fast can be more damage than good.
Yeah. Eslin, how are you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. You have some of the nicest hognose at the Daytona show. And I wanted to ask you, what got you started into this? And what's your favorite project that you're currently working on right now?
Well, actually, the funny thing is that this is my 10th year working with hognose, and I actually picked up the hognose here at Daytona 10 years ago. That was when I collected my first one.
Oh, really?
What got me into hognose was my wife, actually. She's the one that was always trying to get a new pet. At the time, I had geckos, and I always liked hognose, and then we took the dive into having our first pet. And then from there, within the first 3 months, I went from 1 to like 20.
Wow.
So that's how we built off, and here we are 10 years later with building pretty much what you see here.
That's amazing. And right now, what would you say is the nicest hognose you have at the table?
I would say as far as genetic goes, powerhouse would be the Storm Cloud. Is one of the most diverse we have right here. So Storm Cloud is a triple visual between Sable, Azantic, and Anaconda.
Is this in a lot of collections, or is it something you produced first?
We've been producing them for 3 years now.
3 years.
It's been in the first one was produced maybe 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So they're still relatively rare. But as far as us producing the Storm Cloud Condas, we've been doing it for about 3 years now.
And do you see the future for hognoses? There's still a lot that's untouched, or you pretty much,
Yes.
there is a lot more?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. We're just starting to reach the 3-gene animal, the 3-gene combos, and there's still more to do with them. Right now, as far as like behind the scenes, there's still some other genes that are being worked on that hopefully surface within the next couple of months.
Man, thank you so much for taking the time. It's always a pleasure.
Likewise, man.
Thank you, boss. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All the time.
I never seen the zebras. These are cool.
Every single one of them, almost.
So after recording all of those animals, we were hungry. I checked this spot out on Google. This was one of the higher rated Mexican restaurants in Daytona Beach, so we figured we'd check it out. We haven't been here before, and the food was very good, very authentic. The vibe in the place was nice and relaxed. The server was very nice, and the food was very good. We had a little bit extra to take home, and it just was perfect way to top off the night.